Good evening and good afternoon and potentially good morning, my friends. And I thank you again wholeheartedly for joining me today on this wonderful evening where I am. Today is August 24th, 2020, and it is now exactly 6 p.m. And I thank you for your time. I thank you for your kind attention, your patience, and your resilience and your tenacity for you keep coming here. And I appreciate that. We had a death in our family a few days ago, earlier this week, and it's my a woman who was very close, who was my grandmother in a sense, very kind woman, very generous woman, very loving woman, and a very forgiving woman, full of insight. Right, our seniors are. And I don't mean seniors as in necessarily senior citizens, but I mean, our seniors are elders, maybe a better choice of words, full of wisdom. They've seen a lot. They've experienced a lot. And when they're gone, a lot of times the only thing that they have left that they can give us are the lessons that they've taught us. Right? That's the only thing that and maybe the most important, right, aspect of what someone gives to you, right? It's not money, right? It's not, an inheritance, of monetary value. It's the lessons. It's the time spent. That is the inheritance. So enjoy that inheritance with with your elders now while you have it, because when it's gone, that's when it's spent, and that time does not come back. And so during this time, family members have reached out to me and for guidance and for peaceful reflection and calmness during this traumatic time. I miss her, but I know that how I believe is that it's just a transition, right? Death is just a transition from one consciousness to another. She's still here, right? Her presence is still here. It's in the trees, the butterflies, the grasshoppers, the birds, the deer, the plants around me. Same thing for you. Same thing for you with your loved ones who have passed away. They're still here, right? But so I've had family members reach out and talk to me for comfort and guidance. And one of the statements that I hear often, or quite common, and I've heard it before, so it's a common theme, is forgiveness. I didn't get to say I love you, right? I didn't get to appreciate the time that we spent together, the regrets that they have, right? And so regrets can eat away at us. They can, with not dealt with, mindfully, they can eat away at our own peacefulness and tranquility. So what I would like to do for this portion, offer you a guided meditation on forgiveness, right? Not just for others, right? Others are deserving of our forgiveness as well. But never forget that you are deserving of forgiveness just as much as someone else. Just as much as you would forgive, a person backing into your car maybe, right? Or bumping into you in a crowded mall. I guess nobody's going to crowded malls these days, right? But, some type of a transgression, that you would forgive them. And you are most certainly worthy of forgiveness as well. So if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and you can relax, get yourself in a nice, comfortable position and take some deep inhales, right? And you can hold it for a second or two, and then you can slowly exhale. And you can inhale again. Then you can slowly exhale. Go ahead and close your eyes. And I'm going to guide you through this meditation on forgiveness. And I want you to think to yourself, it would be delightful to allow yourself the relaxation that's needed in order for you to change things in your life that you desire. And complete relaxation is impossible when you hold grudges. Sometimes it's hard to even imagine forgiving those who have wronged you. But this is a necessary step in the progression of personal achievement. So let's begin by saying to yourself, I'm ready to take the steps necessary toward becoming the best version of myself. I'm ready to take the necessary steps toward becoming the best version of myself. It may seem daunting to forgive people in instances of your past that hurt you, but it's actually very easy. Imagine a young child holding a glass of milk. Could be you too, right? Maybe you did this. But think of someone else. Think of another child, maybe. Their small hands couldn't quite grasp the cup fully, and the milk spills on the floor, and the glass breaks as the small child drops that glass. This upsets you because milk is expensive. Almond milk too, right? And the cup was a family heirloom, right? Or an expensive mug maybe you picked up at a theme park, or has some emotional value that you assigned to it for some reason. Say this upsets you very much, and you show your anger, and you hold a small grudge against the child for breaking that glass. Now when you give the child a glass of milk, you won't trust him to hold it. And anxiety will become present in the child because they do not feel trusted. And anxiety will also build in you because you fear more things will be broken or spilled. Then the child may actually become more likely to drop things because that is the image that you are manifesting of them. You will also harbor anxiety because you were unable to let go of this incident. And it will be a recurring thought each time they need to use a cup. Now imagine again that same child holding a glass of milk. Their small hands quiver and they drop the cup, breaking it and spilling milk everywhere. But this time instead, you are not upset in the slightest and you forgive them. The child runs to grab you a broom and a towel to clean up the mess. They are helping you fix the mishap, this accident. They sense in you kindness and they learn how to take action when something goes wrong. When they feel guilty for the circumstance, their ability to help is halted. The child is then likely to understand how to address incoming issues because everyone was calm, relaxed, and in a state of pre-forgiveness. They feel trusted and they can trust you to help when a mistake happens. That's what we need to accomplish in order to create a more peaceful world for everyone. The ability to pre-forgive each other, to allow for a state of openness so that we can address issues that arise with calm and relaxed outlook, thereby adding in a thorough repair and the ability to move forward and trust others. Now let's do some relaxation techniques that will open us up into a state of forgiveness. Notice how your body feels right now. Notice any places that feel pleasant. It could be as small as the tip of your nose or even a much larger area. Just feel the sensations of goodness and allow them to expand. Perhaps these areas of nice sensations can communicate with those places in your body that feel stuck. Just observe how your body reacts when you allow pleasant feelings to communicate with stuck ones. Pay attention. Just observe. How does that feel? Do the nice sensations hold a grudge against the areas of not so nice sensations? No. They simply hold space and communicate with openness how to let go. Allow for more pleasant feelings to enter into your body now through the power of your breath. Breathe in easily and consciously, knowing that with each inhale, you oxygenate your system and send goodness through your entirety. And again, inhale goodness and exhale into an even more relaxed state. Inhale supportive sensations and exhale into relaxation. Inhale deeply the force of good and exhale into relaxation. Go ahead and do this for about 5 more breaths. See how easy this is coming to you? You are natural at communicating with areas of tension, thus changing their very structure and frequency and converting them into a relaxed state. Okay, you're doing so very well. I know you are. You're very skilled at this. Let's continue with our newfound relaxed state to a place of forgiveness. This is a very important opportunity. It will aid you and progressing towards personal achievement in all aspects of your life. So visualize you're in a beautiful garden, about a mild day with fluffy clouds rolling by in the sky, and the sun periodically warming your skin and nourishing the plants in this garden. It's a beautiful garden, most beautiful you've ever seen, most beautiful you can ever imagine. As you admire the beauty here, where the leaves of the vegetation are caressed by the wind, there are many colors of flowers throughout the garden, and their fragrance is sweet and welcoming. You look down to see a small footpath. There's some flowering shrubs, and it's an inviting and mysterious path. So go down this way. As you curve around the beauty of this garden, you inhale the fresh oxygen that these plants are producing. You feel very pleasant and relaxed. As you round a corner, a small bench made of wood comes into view, and you see the person you most need to forgive is sitting there. They've been waiting for you because this is a very important encounter. Think about who you needed to forgive. That person is there on this bench waiting for you. You sit down beside them because this place is very safe. And there are some things that need to be said to this person. With bravery and courage, look them directly in their eyes and say, "You hurt me, and I have suffered for too long because of this burden I carry in the form of a grudge towards you. I forgive you. I forgive you not to help you, but to better myself. I forgive you because forgiveness leads to openness in all aspects of my life." You notice the darkness that was once in their eyes begins to lighten, and for a while, they don't say a word. Then the silence is broken. They say simply to you, "I will leave you alone now, and you will not be tormented by the thought of me anymore." They get up from this beautiful wooden bench and walk into the depths of a nearby wooded forest. You watch as their figure grows smaller into the distance, till no longer can you see them. Never once did they turn and look back at your way. Good. Very good. This was a very important meeting today in this beautiful garden. And as you breathe in new fresh air, you feel twice as light as you did before. That's because a huge weight has been lifted. Now that this person you needed to forgive is no longer sitting with you in this secret garden, they have moved on, and so have you. And then when you rise from your meditation at your own pace, you will notice you are eager and ready to take the steps needed towards personal achievement. Who could this person have been? There are many faces to this person. Mother, a father, former teacher. Could be yourself, right? Could be yourself sitting on there. Because holding a grudge isn't just towards someone else. It can be towards yourself. Like I said, a lot of family members have been contacting me, on how to deal with the death of my big mama, my grandmother. And it can be traumatic. You know, it can be traumatic. But all those raw emotions, how we feel sometimes, and one thing I've had to stress multiple times, that these feelings will go away, right? Remember, all feelings are temporary. Happy, sadness, anger, bitterness, joy. All feelings are temporary. And they do go. Like visitors, like friends, paying a visit. And so even though this is a hard time for many individuals, my family and her friends as well, her church family too, I'm sure, are very upset, very saddened with, her passing, with her death. And so it's important for us to remember we can forgive ourselves for sometimes not saying what we want to say. But I would also ask at this time, if there is something that you feel you do need to say to someone, now is the time. Maybe not particularly right this second, right? But while they are alive is the time. Especially if they're fond feelings. People who know you love them, right? They do. Even if sometimes the last word you said to them may have been in anger, right? People who you love know that you love them. And sometimes the hard part is forgiving ourselves, which is really what I want you to focus on. Focus on the forgiveness to yourself. Hold on, or don't hold on to that grudge of not being able to maybe finish that last sentence towards someone that you wanted to. You can let that go. You can let that go. All things pass. Times pass. People pass. Emotions pass. So I'd just like to end this by saying, forgive yourself, or forgiving yourself is just as important as forgiving someone else. Those grudges are like baggage, right? They're like baggage that you have to carry with you. If you've ever walked through an airport, right, with a lot of bags, you know how cumbersome that can be. It's not easy to navigate those TSA queues, right, with 2 carts of luggage, walking into the x-ray machine sometimes. It's cumbersome. We don't get to where we need to go on time sometimes. So let the baggage go. Forgive yourself. And find the peace that you deserve and that you are deserving of, because you are. Just a A brief reminder also that in a little bit less than a month, right? More than 3 weeks, but less than a month, we'll be having our silent retreat. There's only 3 spots remaining. So feel free to check out our website. There's a link to it here. Get your registration, and we look forward to seeing you there and supporting you in your mindfulness endeavors, supporting your spiritual growth. And if you ever need my assistance, feel free to contact me, whether it's a time of joy or a time of grief, or just to say hi. I'm always open. You're not alone. We're all connected, and we're all connected. Just as you're connected to me, I am connected to you in this wonderful universe. And you are important. And you're important to me. Anyway, I wish you well. I wish you all a peaceful remainder of your day, no matter what time of day it is where you are. I wish you forgiveness, and I wish you compassion. Namaste, my friends.